But all real estate is local, and some markets, especially the hottest ones, now could see prices fall slightly.
Buying a house is something everyone has thought about at least once in their lives, haven't we? No one wants to live with a roommate for the entirety, and once you meet the person of your dreams, it is imminent that you would go property hunting. It's not all that easy to find you the house or condo of your dreams, and did we mention that there is a chance the housing market of the United States of America will fall? That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Will the United States of America's esteemed housing market crash? And why will the market do so? The United States of America is one of those places where everyone wishes to go to. It's truly the most wonderful place on the planet. From gorgeous vistas and beautiful parks to concrete jungles where dreams come true, America has them all. But what if you're one of those few people who wish to purchase a property in this beautiful nation? We all still remember the last big recession that took place in the USA, don't we? But when the housing bubble went poof last time, around 9 million families lost their homes to foreclosure or short sales starting in 2006 for 8 years. Housing values plunged around 30% or more. Homeowners lost $1 trillion, and it took nearly a decade for most markets to recover. So, for all of you who are viewing this and asking if the United States housing market will crash, we've got you covered, folks. For this is exactly what we'll be covering today. This is why the US housing market will crash in 2021. Potential housing market crash. Buying a property in the United States of America is something that everyone wishes to do. Sometimes people can afford to buy the vistas of their imaginations. Sometimes they cannot. Owning a house is a beautiful feeling, and everyone should do it at their own time. Let us first answer if this could actually happen. The answer to the question why US housing market will crash in 2021 is that it is not likely. The growth in the market has to drop, but the drop would not be as serious as it was the last time around, and the market has been getting more and more stable. After the last time the market crashed, measures were placed to prevent such a tragedy from happening again. So we can assume if situations get as dire as it did 15 years ago, you can be sure it will be a minor bump. A lot of people ask me on a daily basis if anyone should even buy a property in the United States of America. To those people, I always say yes, for the following reasons. Number one, firstly, purchasing a commodity like property in the United States of America is an investment unlike any other in the world. A lot of the time, if you purchase a condo worth $250,000 in the United States of America, it will rise a considerable amount in a decade or two, at least doubling, which gives you about $500,000 if you decide to sell. Number two, secondly, buying a cozy home in the United States of America brings you together in a neighborhood. It is a scientific proven fact that neighborhood communities bring people together and help people by presenting them with countless opportunities which will help in personal growth. Not just that, neighborhood parties in the USA are generally awesome, with some of the best food being shared with loved ones. These communities have high own-to-rent ratios and enjoy less crime, have higher property values, and have better voter turnouts. Number three, thirdly, buying your dream house in the United States of America keeps housing costs stable. Many times, people living in the USA go above and beyond with their spending. They go out shopping for needs and return with some ridiculously overpriced bizarre item like a hoverboard or a guitar. When you buy a new home, those expenditures automatically reduce, and it is a well-known truth that folks who have purchased a property spend less on non-essentials, isn't it? Number four, finally, once your mortgage is paid off, you will have a very comfortable and lovely home in which you can spend your retire years in the country of your dreams. Having a retirement home in the United States of America is a dream to so many and is one of the American ideals. It's a very lovely sensation. Households in the United States are owned outright in 37% of cases, leaving the residents free and clear of mortgage obligations. Complete outright home ownership and enjoy saving or spending the percentage of your salary that was previously allocated to housing. Number five, you have complete freedom to build your home as you see fit, with no need to answer to anyone. You can play on your console for as long as you want, and you can invite as many people as you want. If you want, you can play loud music all day. Please do not play loud music all day. The sky truly is the limit. And do not even get me started on the tax cuts in the United States of America. Number six, you have the option of renting out your spare room to whomever. Through apps like Airbnb, you can live vicariously through other people's travels. Airbnb hosts make an average of $924 per month. Yet, when high-priced outliers are factored in, the median earnings are still $440 per month. Purchasing a home is a significant investment, but the financial and lifestyle rewards far outweigh the costs. Real estate isn't the only way to make money, but it's one of the most lucrative. Why we choose this topic for all of you? This idea was in the previous video, and honestly, the topic why US housing market will crash in 2021 is such an incredible and detailed topic. I knew I had to cover it. This is one of the few times I was mesmerized by all the different angles this particular topic had. I've always wanted to buy a house in the United States of America, and this research has got me more involved in whatever is going on over there. Let's go back to why it could fall this year. Number 1, increased lending standards. Since then, requirements have been raised and the mortgage application process has been more transparent. Loans that are available to everyone in the United States of America are unlawful, and borrowers must undergo extensive income and asset checks. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, a brand new regulatory body set in the United States of America, was established to implement the new regulatory framework. Lenders who do not adhere to those guidelines risk being fined. As a result, the housing finance marketplace is now much more robust and safe than it was 15 years ago. Any massive dip in the housing market will be cushioned by these stricter regulations. Number 2, study by economists. Bill McBride is an American economics writer who famously predicted the 2007 housing crash. He said in his time studying housing markets, he has seen bubbles and he has seen bursts, but he has never seen anything quite like this. It's a perfect storm. These trends could indicate an upcoming fall soon. Bill also successfully predicted the last time that the US market crashed. McBride said in an interview with The Atlantic that it's not clear at all to him that things are going to slow down significantly in the near future. In 2005, he had a strong sense that the hot market would turn, and that, when it turned, things would get very ugly. Today, he does not have that sense at all, because all of the fundamentals are there. Demand will be high for a while as millennials need houses for themselves, and prices will keep rising for a while as the inventory is so low. Number 3, low interest rates. Over the past 40 years, the interest rates have slowly dropped, luring potential buyers into this trap. The problem arises when this turns into a game of demand and supply. Pick a housing metric at random right now, and it's almost certainly establishing an all-time high. Home prices are at an all-time high. Inventory levels are at an all-time low. The percentage of properties selling for more than their asking price is at an all-time high. The average time on market is at an all-time low. The United States of America is possibly the best place on the planet to own property, and the so-called fall is probably not going to be as drastic if it happens. It all comes down to if you are a person who would like to take risks. Housing might be scary to think about, as it is talking about commitment and settling down. But that's not the thing anyone should truly be scared about. The first thing you talk to your wife after marriage about for the first time is owning a place together, moving out of the apartment, and this is what housing symbolizes: independence. The entire world considers the most superior feeling of owning a house together, and if owning a house in the USA makes you happy, go for it. We hope you gained a lot of insight into the topic we discussed today. Stay tuned for the next video. To get notified about the same, turn on that notification bell button. If you want a particular list to be highlighted on this channel, please leave a comment below. If you learned a lot from our video today, find the subscribe button and hit it to catch more content like this. See you soon.